Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Come one, come all.
Lightning can die.
Choose the agile one. Everlasting darkness.
Here I find free.
Can you get your
No sooner said than done. See about that.
Being interrupted.
It's over. Mega Spell! Here I try harder.
Lightning can
No
die.
chance. No escape.
I can do this all the time. So that's how it looks like.
I don't perform as well when I'm observed.
Now I'm going to pretend I didn't hear. This one's got your name on it.
Action to action. A merry
My
distraction.
turn.
There's still more to go.
Take this.
Lightning
I'm not
orb.
done.
Raging cascade.
I'll face you.
You're mine. You're finished.
Reload.
Sword Rain
Annihilate.
Alpha.
Mega Ray.
Elusive deity.
By the
I'm ready.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Demon's descent. Flashing fang.
My turn.
Light after light.
No escape.
Do it.
You're finished.
Ridwell. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
This could be useful.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Begin. Take this.
Mega Ray.
Sword Rain Alpha.
They're hiding thick as armor.
Review perform.
Go. Bonfire Blast.
Double Demon Fang.
Fall back in their defense.
Glad you had their use.
Easily be tamed.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Swallow Blade.
Seal.
Begin.
Here I come.
Annihilation.
You're mine. Burn in hell.
Into the shadows.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Mega Ray. Raging Cascade.
Sword Rain Alpha.
In here.
It's over.
I'll be saving this one.
You're mine.
Free Fang Pearl. I'm only
Swallow
getting
Blade.
searing
Sword Rain Alpha.
I'll blind you with a shot. Can't get out of this.
I'm out. In here. Back into the fray.
I'll blind you with a shot. This one's
Mega
all
Ray.
mine.
Gemini Alpha.
No escape.
More for the top side.
No escape.
You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against the worthiest.
Now, you're welcome.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis. Nicely done.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Dahnan castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Damn it!
I'm only getting started.
Eating like this!
Into the shadows!
If it cools up, time to get out of the way.
In here!
Confirm the current! Look out, flyers!
I've got this! What are your uses?
I'll show you how useful I can be.
Reload!
Running
Annihilation!
No escape!
Here,
You're mine! It's
Lightning
over!
contact!
Elusive is fire!
Searing flame! Reload!
Resonate with the earth. Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And the pummel is to me!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
A charge like that can easily be faced.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
How fascinating. This could be useful. What's this thing? This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
I'll take you all on!
Raging cascade! Trying to keep up with the wall!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Stop it,
Sounds like a job for you, Privilege!
Sword Rain Alpha!
No armor can stop me.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Field! I'll be saving into the shadows! My master
You back!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Megasonic Thrust!
Lightning! Raging cascade!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Resonate with the earth.
I'll be saving this one!
No escape!
Take this.
Try harder! My turn!
I'm only getting started!
I'm ready! Don't leave! In an instant! Impact Blast! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Blow away! Try harder! My turn! No escape!
You're most comfortable at a ring.
Don't leave! In an instant! Impact Blast!
I need to be stronger.
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, a sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought.
You're finished!
There! One more!
Take this!
Light
Double
aspiration
Demon
cascade! It's a duel of the arts! Demon Flame! Reload!
Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Formal Blade! Pile Driver! Double Demon Fang!
Shining
Sword Alpha!
Please now! Radiant, do it! Let's get you all tucked away!
Onward and upward.
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason. By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Dahnan ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already! This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
We should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah, good idea.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
It's over! Sword Ring out!
Raging I'm only getting started.
Double Demon Fang! You're finished! Try this! Inferno Torrent!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your course.
Sword Ray Alpha!
I'm out of ammo. I'm all stuck
Take
up.
this!
I know
It's over!
It's shining! Supernova!
Try harder!
Cascade!
Take this!
Elusive deity! I'll thank you!
Sword Rain Alpha! Blow away!
Far enough!
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Where are you going?
Take it! Here I come!
Now!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it. This won't be easy.
You're mine!
Don't be such a
Try
pessimist.
harder! My turn!
Elusive deity!
Try hard! My turn!
Thank you!
How about this?
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I'll trip it up.
You're mine! It's over!
Leave the enemy guards to me.
No complaint here!
Double Demon Fang!
I'm out.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Supernova! Raging Cascade! Mega Red!
Double Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here,
Now! Take this!
Thunder Shield! Raging Cascade!
Tornado drive.
Seal!
Sword
Do
Rain
it!
Alpha! Look up!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
It's over!
Mega Red!
I'm ready!
Seal! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
I still got a ways to go!
The design of this equipment is real. Really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Gotta break through!
If it's in the sky,
I shall ensure you survive this.
I'm only getting
Double Demon Fang!
I'm ready! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
My lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Do it!
Sword Rain
Here!
Alpha!
Astral Energy! Full throttle!
My turn! Sword Rain Alpha!
Getting close!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Steering
I'll thank you!
Raging Cascade!
Strike!
In here!
Benediction.
I'm ready! Chikara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Everyone hanging in there?
There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
I don't understand. Did Zaphod lie?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey! Save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing! Resonate with you!
The flashing heart's their weak point. Lightning orb! Dance to the wind!
Try harder!
Feel!
You're mine!
Prepare to be sealed, fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Don't see it, Tank!
A thrilling performance.
Here I come! From the side! Elusive key! Inferno Torrent! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Here I come! This ain't all mine! Ignite! I'm not done!
Here's a healing raging cascade!
Now I can let loose!
Feel! This'll come in handy. Radiant here!
Begin! You're free!
I'm out of ammo! Back into the fray!
Take this!
Raging cascade!
Resonate with the
Sleep now!
You're mine! You're mine! It's over!
Lightning orb! Mega ray!
Here I come!
By the power of
Demon
water!
Fang!
Dance to
It's
the
over!
wind!
Now I can let...
I got the ray! Mega ray! Air thrust!
Begin! Swallow blade!
Lightning to death!
Take this! I'm not done!
One more! Lightning! Steering the wind!
Take it! Take it! It's over! Seismic Russia! Swallow blade!
It's weakened! Here goes!
This ends now!
This one's mine! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Let me
Take
help!
this!
Here goes!
It's over!
Dance the wind!
It's no further!
Don't mind if I do!
Denied! Armor won't save you!
Lightning here! Dance in the wind! Here's a healing arc! Sleep now! More incoming!
Death shall
Resonate with
Here I
the
come!
Reload!
It's over!
I'm out! Back into the fray! The enemy is going all out!
It's over!
Begin!
It's gonna attack!
Right! Watch out!
Is that a healing orb?
It is. I can't ignore your pain. We'll try to be more careful.
You'll pay for that! Now! Come one, come all! This isn't looking good! Here I come! My turn!
Resonate with the
You picked the wrong fight! Take this! Now I can let loose!
Where are you going?
I'm not done!
I'll smash you! Begin!
You're mine!
I'm impressed.
Try harder! No, you can't!
You're mine. Here's a healing
Try harder!
Lost in pain.
Here I come! Take this! Here!
Sleep now. Got it. Now I can.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc.
Right here! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more power.
I'll cut them apart to your heart's content.
Couldn't make it in time.
Go. You're mine.
Struck! By the power of water!
Unadulterated fury.
Try harder! I'm not done!
Feel! Searing flame! Get out in there together! Back into the fray!
Take this!
Is it in the sky? Shining! Got the flame!
Look sharp, everyone!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Here I go! Astro Energy! Here! Photon! Here's the healing! Dance in the wind! First aid! Heal!
Swallow blade!
I'll be waiting!
Begin! Try harder!
Radiant!
Bending
Heal!
into light.
Try this! Now I can let loose!
Magna
Swallow
Ray!
blade! Try this! Infernal torrent!
Here's a healing art! Lightning Orb!
I'm ready! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown Contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Dahnan Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Nias.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
Ah, I'm joking! Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shion's not scary at all.
Alphen. I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that Lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Nias for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dana. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Danans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Danans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
Let's talk more
Ignite!
Here's a healing art!
Here I come! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Dracula!
I can feel my power growing!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
I'm not done!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Sword Rain Alpha! Sword Rain Alpha!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummel you.
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha!
Everlasting dark. Negative depth. Resonate with the air. Stalagmite.
Double Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and...
The true power of the blazing sword.
It's only as strong as the one who wields it.
You truly mean that? Thank you.
Let's see what you've
Marksman
got.
handle this.
You're mine!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Swallow Blade!
Lightning condemned!
Double Demon Fang! We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All
Leave
yours!
the enemy's arc to me!
Double Demon Fang!
No complaints here.
You're mine!
In here!
Thank you.
This'll come in handy!
You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Strike! Sword Rain Alpha! Double Demon Fang! You're mine!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
You managed to pull through.
What's... What's this thing?
We've reached our destination.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately? I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Finally, some open space again.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
About damn time. Took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city. So I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almeidrea. For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
These must be the Danins the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadeye would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well... Is that...
Yes. It's Lord Almeidrea Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen!
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
I found you at last. I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dana? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell. I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why you lost?
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. compositions. That is what I do best.
Now get low!
Law, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up? Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay.
Infernal turret!
Raging
You're mine!
Steel! Go for the weak point!
Begin! Take this!
Where are you going? More Photon! Lightning condensed! Thunder blade!
A new melody! Double demon blade!
Reload! Thunder steel! Downflow!
With the
Dance in the wind! Annihilation! In here! Mega
I'll
blade!
face you! You're mine!
Lightning condensed! Thunder blade!
Double demon blade!
I'm out!
Swallow blade! Infernal turret!
I'm all set up! Annihilation! Radiant lightning!
Swallow blade! Try this!
Thunder blade!
Infernal turret!
Searing blade!
Take
Reload!
this! Strike! Swallow blade! Sword blade alpha!
Benediction
Wait
light.
now!
You're mine! Swallow blade! That tail's a problem.
Then let's focus there first.
This one's all mine! You're mine!
Elusive deity!
Swallow blade!
Take it!
Double demon fang!
I'm not! Hitting pile driver!
Burn it down! Here I come!
Where are you going?
Negative gate! Resonate with the earth!
Lightning raging cascade! Steel! More for the stockpile!
Can you take it?
Double demon fang!
Does it hurt?
Thunder field!
Take it!
More with that annihilation! Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
Air thrust!
I'll blind you with a shot!
Raging cascade! Downflow! Steel! Searing blade! Maybe this one!
Hearts being interrupted.
To me!
Sword blade alpha!
Light
Try
astral
harder!
energy! Raging
Now!
cascade!
Here I come! Double demon fang!
More for the stockpile! Radiant blood! Here!
Try this!
Lightning
Infernal turret! Strike!
Steel!
Try this!
Here!
Can you take it?
Infernal turret! Try harder! My turn!
First aid!
Resonate with the earth!
Swallow blade!
Steel!
Infernal
The
turret!
sky is mine! Thunder field!
It's on!
More with that kick
Try harder! Not a chance!
Gemini Aqua!
Swallow blade! Try this!
Steel! Mega
Infernal
ray! Raging
turret!
cascade!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Elusive
In
deity!
here! Let me help! More for the stockpile!
Sword blade alpha!
Law!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Here's a healing art! Here goes!
Resonate with the earth!
Changing tactics!
What it'll do! Stay focused!
Elusive deity!
First aid! Lightning raging cascade!
Not today!
Elusive deity!
Double
Here's a
demon
healing
fang!
art!
Strike!
First aid!
Double demon fang!
Take that! Lightning
Swallow blade! Try this!
Tornado drive! Can you take it?
Take strike!
Infernal turret!
Annihilation!
You're mine! Swallow!
Raging cascade!
Everlasting
Negative gate! All day!
Resonate with the earth!
Try this! Infernal turret!
More for the stockpile!
Megasonic thrust!
Lightning!
Elusive deity!
More with that
Hitting
kick!
pile driver!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Annihilation!
Megasonic thrust!
More where that came from!
Eternal devastation!
Mega ray! Dance in the wind!
Now! You're mine!
In here!
Elusive deity!
You're mine!
Hitting pile driver!
Double demon fang!
Let me help! More where that came from!
Can you take it?
Weak now. More for the Jotunheim.
Eternal devastation!
There.
Double defense! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Radiant Pierce.
Negative gate!
Dance in the wind.
Resonate with the
Air blessing.
Plasma.
Target pathway.
Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal torrent! Ah! Burn!
Here, let me help. First aid. Where are you going? Confiscated.
In a bind?
Denied. Lightning orb. Dance in the wind.
Here I
Air
am!
thrust.
It's over!
Light astral annihilation.
See what I can do!
Mega ray. Raging cascade.
Swallow blade!
In here. By the power of I'll be saving this one.
Benediction light.
Lightning. More with action. Damage flame. Reload. Weak now.
one's all
More
mine.
for the stop time.
Infernal torrent!
Annihilation. Mega ray.
Rupture! Elusive deity!
Annihilation.
Eternal devastation!
Resonate with the
Crush!
Seven iron light
Eternal
astral energy.
devastation!
Raging cascade. Here. One more. Mega ray. Annihilation. Mega ray. More with action.
Try harder! Not a chance!
Air thrust. First aid. Take this. Thunder shield ready.
Here I come!
By the power of water, I never miss.
Elusive deity!
It's weakened. Confiscated.
This ends
No
now!
further!
Better. Radiant
Take
Pierce.
this!
And there goes the tail.
Right, let's do this!
Do it. Astral energy.
Say no more.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. But Almeidrea got away. Linwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almeidria's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almeidrea makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almeidrea, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almeidrea's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almeidrea has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almeidrea without me. I need to be there. Please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live. Without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Beifan, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there. A floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing. But now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go. What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
I still can't believe what that Almeidrea did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah! There's no way she's getting away with this!
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah. My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almeidrea who did it.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Dahnan mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Dahnan?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
We've reached our destination.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
How's this? Great!
Yes. Hey.
Ah!
Good.
Really?
What?
Yes!
All right. Right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes!
Over there!
Huh? Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Hey, that actually came out pretty alright, don't you think?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
We've reached our destination.
see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Take this! Swallow blade! Infernal torrent! Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Oh! Yours! Fix into it! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha! This time! I have no
Leave
limit!
the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me!
Sword Rain Alpha! Blow away! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Now! You're mine! You're finished! Swallow blade! Try this!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
Seems about right to me.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almadria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. Huh. There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Hootle.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this!
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Dahnans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidrea. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Dahnans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Dahnans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up. Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Renna really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like, I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shionne.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shionne?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.